Portland is the Rose City, but it is the city of bridges. 10 bridges carry vehicles and pedestrians across the Willamette River.
They're such pretty bridges, but the St. John's Bridge may be the most impressive of all. And our Ken Body shows us in this week's Where We Live.
Framed by the vastness of Forest Park on one end and the St. John's neighborhood on the other, the Gothic towers and stunning architecture of the St. John's Bridge make it special.
St. John's is a wonderful bridge. It's the only suspension bridge on the Willamette in downtown Portland. It's only one of 3 roadway suspension bridges in the state.
Built in 1931 for Multnomah County at a cost of $4.5 million, the St. John's was the longest suspension bridge west of Detroit at the time. It was the creation of internationally known bridge engineer David B. Steinman.
He was once asked, which of his bridges do you like the most? And he said it was the St. John's. He put more of himself in that bridge than any of the others, and he really thought it came out well.
The St. John's was in the flight path of Portland's airport, then on Swan Island. So some wanted the bridge painted bright yellow and black so the pilots could see it. Instead, Steinman was among the first to install aviation beacons on the bridge towers, and he painted it a verdant green.
It fits well with its landscape, but also draws attention to itself.
Multnomah County gave up control of the bridge, also the Highway 30 bypass, to the state in 1976. ODOT gave it a much-needed $40 million makeover and seismic upgrade in 2005, a cause for celebration. The St. John's made national news in 2015 when Greenpeace protesters rappelled from the bridge to block the icebreaker Fenneca from leaving Swan Island after repairs. The protests lasted 40 hours. The Fenneca eventually made it to Alaska as part of Shell Oil Company's drilling operations. Today, historian Robert Hadlow calls the St. John's Bridge poetry in steel, the arches beneath giving Cathedral Park its appropriate name. Portland has other impressive bridges, but many would argue none as striking as the St. John's. Ken Body, KOIN 6 News.
It is so pretty, and St. John's, the neighborhood and the bridge are both named for settler James John. He came from Missouri actually back in 1841, settling in what is now Linton. He established the St. John's neighborhood then several years later.
It is gorgeous. Well, come